What's good, everyone? So, for the record straight, that took place months ago when I started playing, like the beginning of season 5, and yet it happened again. The same guy that's like causing my death, Acoustic, camping in the same building, the same god freaking building. Like, oh my god, can you sink any lower by making sure no one gets in the circle? But I'm not mad at him per se. I'm mad at more of how the developers made a circle that repeats. And if you don't believe that it repeats, I have both of the clips still with me. Boy, were those clips grand. It was so grand that I noticed 3 coincidences, being that in both of those clips there was always a crypto and Acoustic. Me being the crypto and the enemy being Acoustic. And the second one being that they seemingly picked that room, that particular room that happens to be one of the smallest circles in the match, where the only way to get into circle was that building. And the last coincidence is that I die, the crypto never lives to see past through that room, and the Caustic manages to escape past the next part of the room just to only die to another guy or another group within that area. And it kind of makes me feel a bit cheated, frustrated, that each of those matches I have to be treated so wrong. Like, why did those circles have to be so coincidental that they block out people? Like, in all honesty, Season 6 of Apex needs to fix this. Like, honestly, Season 5, the only other map I don't see too many problems on is World's Edge. I mean, yeah, I had a match where a dude won the fight all because he had like an Evo shield and camped at one spot. But even then, I'm not gonna complain about it like it's so much of a problem that it's unbearable. No. But what I will kind of sit down and just state is that really, what was the point of y'all camping in that area? I'm not saying this to like Caustic names to like insult, but in general, if you're gonna camp in a circle, camp in the one area that's so small that no one can afford to lose, no matter what you do. In that area, it's like made for someone to just turn around and just win. But in general, this is all I'm talking about. Like, people who camp in one particular area and they win all because they sit in that one spot. Look, no one wants to hear me bitch all day about Caustic camping out circles in like 2 different matches that happened months apart. Being that one took place before Season 5, and the other one took place during Season 5. Now, however, I just want to make an occurrence that developers, I'm looking at you. That's my problem I have with y'all. But that doesn't mean that I'm like frustrated where I want y'all to like frantically drop everything and just fix that one problem. But at the same time, I don't want this mistake to keep appearing when anyone plays like the game. So, in other words, I'm referring to that saying that Ice-T once said, "Don't hate the player, hate the game." And that saying is super true when it comes to this game. Where if you want to get mad at the player, don't get mad at him, get mad at how the developers made the game. And then the developers might shake it off and be like, well, don't blame us. We just made the game. EA was the ones who made us do this. But you guys are being paid by EA. They didn't tell you to make it like this. So therefore, you guys are the people I have to blame. But at the same time, just so you also know, I am no longer frustrated at this point. It just makes me question, why does this happen in a game that two of the same circles, yes, I know they're slightly different, but they still circle one building that leads to the rest of the circle, where the entire match was just me being stuck in an isolated spot where I can't go anywhere, which is the point of those two clips, which is what it's supposed to represent. And maybe also that the fact that Crypto is a terrible person when it comes to close range confrontations, being that he's not a legend made for that, where it kind of makes me beg to differ. Respawn, what the hell were you guys doing? I mean, not trying to insult you guys, no offense, but why is Crypto not good with certain things? I mean, I know you guys buffed him a bit, but it's not even an overhaul buff. I was more looking forward to that versus, you know, the slight buff that doesn't really do much. Being that you did the same thing to, like, you know, Lifeline and Rave and Mirage, and being that Bangalore is supposed to be next, I'm glad she's getting the buff. I mean, I want to make a video trying to talk and break down the problems with each legend and what they actually need to make them better, which at some point I will explain. But for now, you know, just enjoy this video of me playing as Caustic, how I didn't have to abruptly sit in a small spot that only leads to circle. Now granted, yes, I am playing somewhat cheap here, but the difference is, at least in this circumstance, you can't just cheat someone out because, like, oh, I'm Caustic hiding in the room. I'm Caustic fighting in the open area, where I'm at least making sure that those guys over there can't just grind over here and try to kill us. So, in this clip, the funny part is, I only make it out of this match with 2 kills, like what you see in the top right corner. The reason why is because those guys get into a fight and they die by the time the storm starts moving. So I sat there like, what was the point of that? They died and no one truly wins the match. So I won't complain too much because I win more in Apex than I ever do in Fortnite, period. And that's kind of why I like Apex a lot, because Fortnite, don't get me wrong, I don't hate Fortnite, it's just Apex is where it's at when I get the wins like that. And by the way, if you ever seen like my video, my Apex montage videos, you can see how many times I won compared to Fortnite. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, comment, subscribe, and peace.